Alright, my name is Julie Neckley, and this is going to be a quick video about what happens when Pluto transits your second house of money. You might not think this would be a big deal because, well, it's just money, who cares? But actually, this can be kind of a dramatic transit because anytime a planet is transiting the house of money, it's also impacting the opposite house, which is the dreaded 8th house, the house of sex, death, and other people's money. So it's a very Plutonic house. And it's Pluto transiting, so you sort of have a double Pluto whammy. And before we get to what happens when Pluto transits this house, let's just talk for 1 second about, what is the purpose of Pluto? My own personal opinion on the purpose of Pluto is that, okay, imagine you have a man who's happily married with a dog, a house, and a wife. And then one day he gets caught fucking a skunk. And his wife leaves him, he's disgraced in the papers, and his whole life is ruined. And it was all just to fuck a skunk. And everyone's like, "Why, Seymour, why'd you do it? Why'd you fuck that skunk?" Well, because he lost everything, But that's the beauty of Pluto. It's because you can have this good, happy, wonderful life, But it's there's a part of you that wants more. You want that skunk. You want the thrill of being intensely alive. It's people just can give up on intensity in different aspects of their lives, and be like, "Oh, I'm happy." But it's happiness isn't the only game in town. It's another important thing is how intense, is your experience of being alive. And so whenever Pluto goes into a house, he's saying, "Hey, why not risk it all to fuck a skunk, and to feel more alive, Not saying you should always do that, but should you totally suppress a desire for intensity in order to preserve your happy life? I don't know. Pluto doesn't necessarily think so. So anyway, anytime Pluto's going into a house, part of the purpose is to make you want more, but more in a certain way, not more a nicer house, a nicer wife, more I want to feel something I've never felt before. You want to dig deeper into life, feel more reptilian intensity coursing through your brain. Because imagine if everything in your life was perfect, but the intensity level was turned down to 0, then you couldn't even experience any pleasure, even if everything was technically perfect. So Pluto isn't about making things better. It's about ramping up the reptilian intensity, which makes everything feel more thrilling and stuff. So whatever house he goes into, he's going to bring you back to life, for better or worse, because he wants you to be fully alive. So anyway, having said all that, when he's going to second house of money, it's going to be intense experiences related to money, but also relating to your connections to other people, since it's also impacting the house of other people's money. So it's going to be intense entanglements. And one thing you can be certain of is that whatever's happening financially for you when Pluto enters that house is going to be very different by the time he leaves. If you never supported yourself, this is probably when you'll start supporting yourself. If you always have supported yourself, things could change so that you become dependent on someone else. Something will happen to force you to change how you make a living. Anything else I need to say? And another thing, for this particular transit, the best advice is just to lube up and don't try to resist what's happening, because Pluto makes things happen that you can't control. You can do whatever you want, but you won't be able to control it. So if things in your life are changing beyond your control, just try to go with it and get into it. Because for most people, this is a transit where they have to become more actively involved in their finances. It doesn't always happen that way, but usually it is. But, pretend like you're in a movie or something. We don't go to movies to watch movies about happily married people eating dinner because we would die of boredom. And you can also die of boredom in your own life, even when everything's going great, That's what Pluto understands. So when he's like totally fucking up your life, just understand that he's giving you what humans love. Okay, anyway, this is Pluto, the second house. And I'm Julia Neckley. Thanks a lot. Bye.